All right, so it's rolling?
Yeah.
All right. We, you and me, we speak the same language. Not just some words, it's everything. Got 2 tickets to where the sky meets a freeway. I feel every word every time we sing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How time slows down with you. Pick it up now. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And we're headed to forever. It couldn't get any better. We, you and me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 'Cause we're doing it together. Couldn't get any better. We, you and me. I like who I am with you in vicinity. I like how I look looking through your eyes. We build each other up with the sweet affinity. Watch some ripples grow as it multiplies. Yeah, 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 how time slows down. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And we're headed to forever. It couldn't get any better. We, you and me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 'Cause we're doing it together. It couldn't get any better. We, you and me. Doing what we do it like we mean it. Not just some words, our hearts and souls. We take what we got, twist it into music. If it's coming to an end, then I don't wanna let go. Yeah, 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 how time slows down with you. And I don't wanna pick it up now. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And we're headed to forever. It couldn't get any better. We, you and me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 'Cause we're doing it together. It couldn't get any better. We, you and me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 'Cause we're doing it together. It couldn't get any better. We, you and me. The same language, not just some words, it's everything. I'm Lee Coulter. I'm a San Diego-based singer-songwriter, originally from Australia. Currently working on a new single and a new video that's a little love song called Comfy Clothes. My next show coming up is opening for an album release from Andrew Barrick at the Holding Company in Ocean Beach on February 11th. Doors at 7:30 p.m. So that should be a lot of fun. So what I try to do with music is, what I think, in a way, all artists are trying to do with music is communicate human truths. And it's a very complicated thing to get to whatever that human truth is. And what I'm figuring out in music is that, as I get older, there's ways I see the world that I want to share, and it's hard to put across something that makes people move, that moves people, but also says something. So there's a fine balance between the two things, and I guess that's where I'm at, and trying to learn how to be more authentic while I'm a performer. Like, how do you perform for a living and stay authentic? Like, it's a challenge to put feelings across that, it's a love song that maybe I'm not feeling that exact emotion right now, but there's people here listening to me. They got to feel that song in that emotion. So it's that kind of is, I guess actors must do that, is just you let go of whatever you are in this point and feel to its fullest extent the lyrics that you wrote at some earlier date. And if you can tap into that, the truth of those emotions, those universalities, because if I feel it, someone else has felt it, I'm not that unique. None of us are that unique, right? And so if I can just drop my day and whatever's going on in my reality and tap into that archetype of the lyrics that I wrote, then someone in the crowd or someone listening at home taps into that same feeling that they've also felt, and we're connected, and now we're together. I've got this idea that art dissolves the illusion of separateness. We on a scientific level, on a quantum level, on an atomic level, universal level, we are all one thing, one organism, one thing. And so to me, art just reminds us of that the best way, saying, hey, yeah, I do that too, I feel that too, I've been that's my experience, right? So yeah,
that's brilliant. I love it. Fender agrees.
Oh, Fender, I didn't realize it was Fender.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, and we're headed to forever. It couldn't get any better.
Well, I've never seen these people, but I'd say the people that struggle in life, whether it's like a Bob Marley, growing up in poverty, Toots, also from Jamaica, Toots and the Maytals from Jamaica, people and then the blues musicians and African American musicians throughout time, just bridging society when there was segregation and racism through art. They're going, hey, I feel this, and this whole other part of the culture that negated them went, I feel that too. And so when I think of the power of music and that inspiration, musically, it's all over the place. But when I think of how much capacity I could have as a musician, as an artist, I think of those people and go, wow, if I'm not aiming for some sort of power in that level of bridging people, then I'm not utilizing this art form in the way that it could be used. So from my perspective, however I can be that bridge, I can, when I think of Bob Marley's Lively Up Yourself, who's going to do it if I'm not doing it? Who's going to be the thing that creates a spark in me? And if I can create a spark in me, maybe that helps somebody else, and that reminds them. Bob Marley reminds me to lively up myself. Maybe something I said reminds them to do something for themselves. And so that's where I take that inspiration from, and that's why I'm grateful that through my own kind of circumstances, was obsessive about doing this, and now kind of healed from a lot of the past of why I play music. I can now utilize it as a tool for other people, and continue to do it for myself, and getting into philosophy and all that, and the yoga of music, the spirituality of music. Even though I'm not on paper any sort of spiritual person, but to me it's deeply gratitude for existence and perspective, and all that stuff comes through a lot through art, and for me definitely almost primarily through art. And I think that resonates with a lot of people. That's why we listen to music and absorb art in the way that we do. So a lot of these philosophies are new to me. I thought I was just another songwriter and didn't get into the theory of it all. But when the pandemic hit 2020, I'm in survival mode. All of us artists and so many people in so many industries are struggling and not knowing how we're going to pay the rent over the next indefinite, at that time, period. So I start playing the online shows. I start trying to be creative with how am I going to make money. I start doing jingles for people, birthday singing telegrams on my iPhone. And the other thing that was really helpful was writing custom songs for people. So whether it was an anniversary or a wedding that was coming up or a birthday, people would reach out, and I'd give them a price, and they would have me either do a solo acoustic version that was cheaper, or you could do the full production like it sounds like it's on the radio. And so my latest single is one of those songs where it's for a first dance for a wedding. And the coolest thing was that as a songwriter is that the guy, they're in their 30s, they're about to get married. The guy got laid off from his gold mining job in the pandemic, and so they wanted this kind of like super duper kind of fluffy, Bon Jovi-esque, epic love song, and I was going to make it Americana because for some reason that's how I play. It's my childhood Australian influences of American music that makes me play that way. But the idea I'm writing about this gold miner who's hit hard times and finding love in the meantime, and so I got to write this wonderful little ballad that I'm really happy with, and it's going to be my new single, and I'm working on the video right now. It's coming out in the next month, so comfy clothes, look out for it.
Awesome. Comfy clothes.
Comfy clothes. But that was their thing. That was their, I was like, anytime I have a couple or a husband or a guy saying, I'm like, what's your deal? And like, what do you like to do together? And we just hang out with our comfy clothes. Yeah, it's like we hang out in our comfy clothes. That was their line. I'm like, that's the song.
A lot of people can relate.
Exactly. But the thing is like.
Or just comfy clothes.
Well, no, I used to write more for me, more personally, and that's good too. But like now, I look for the archetype, and whatever story it is, like I said, universality. Like there's an archetype somewhere in there, and then lean on the archetype within whatever the first thought was. You got all these thoughts that you've written down. Look for the archetypes, because if it's not archetypal, then it's not universal. And comfy clothes, like everyone loves comfy clothes. Like I love chilling out on the couch, yeah, for sure.
I'm like a kid chasing the rainbow. The closer I get, the longer it takes. I run through the
A little more security. That's the goal. I'd love to be in more ears. Obviously, I'd love to have kind of more of a community built around the music. I've got a little trio that I'd love to expand into a more solid, full-time 5-piece band. So you got that community, and then playing around San Diego with more and more fans, having just that understanding that if you want some good time music that makes you feel something, that I'm a go-to guy on a performance level, on a production level for other musicians, that just being a bit more established. Like I've been here in San Diego for 17 years, and because of my hermit artist production mentality, I feel like people think I'm still from Australia, like I'm like, yeah, I'm from there, but like I live here, and I feel like I'm part of this community, but I know my actions haven't really shown that, like because I'm in that way introverted. As much as I'm a performer, I'm introverted on that hermit artist level. So the next 5 years, I just want all that to be in my past, and I want community and kind of establishment to be the thing, and a little security on top of that. Yeah, it's nice. But I also accept that the roller coaster is life in whatever you're doing. So it's like I feel grateful anyway. Yeah.
Nice to connect with you, dude.
Yeah,
nice
same.
having you on here.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thanks. Yeah.
crashing through the Lego blocks, smashing all the matchbox bomb. Les Cole and Jesse back with